Hello YouTubers, this is Vincent again. This is the first time being in front of the camera, doing this. I'm just gotta do it more often maybe, I don't know. But I'm here to show y'all, you all have like, just say a refrigerator, just say you have a charger, a car charger or any plug, the wires that go through your house, the wires, or just say you have a plug like this that's on into here, and just say you found, in the back of your refrigerator or something, your radio cord or something, and it got a slit in it, like a cut in it, or it's sparking while you're moving it. You could just cut it. You could just cut the tips off, as long as it's unplugged. Just cut the tips off. Get some wire cutters. I had mine for a while, but they still work. They still work. So you just cut the tip off. So what you do, if it's something like this that's on here, these type of wires, it's usually like on somebody throw a coffee maker away. Just try to find something that you don't need, a lamp that's broke or something. Just cut the wire off and just cut it off and use the edge. So once it's like that, you find the edge, you cut it, and then so what you do is, after you find it, you take it. Some of them you can just split by your fingers. Sorry for my hands all. I was doing some drywall work, but sometimes you can split it with your fingers, or you just take a little knife and let's hide some of the bar. Take a little knife and right in the middle, in the center of it's a little crease. You just put the blade in, kind of press down on it so you can split it like that. See? Okay, and this the piece that you took off or whatever, and you split it. So you take the wire cutters or strippers, and you just strip. You find one of the holes that it fits in kind of snug, and just press it together. And what it does is cutting the plastic and not cutting the wire in the middle, see? And so you do the other one. You just cut it. And just kind of like pull on it, and it should strip it. Don't do it too small, because you're going to cut the wire. If you got small wire, like maybe something small like this, as you get smaller, a little smaller. See, this is smaller wire than this. That's a little thicker. Alright. So after you cut it, it should look like this. So remind you that it could be, it could be these, you might have to cut these off and find someone, put some of these on some more wire, or the wire messed up, you can cut it and cut the piece that's broke and then cut it again and connect them again. Or most of the wires are just about the same. It's usually like the ones on the wall, your socket, your plugs in the wall, your light switches, they usually have a black, a white, and a ground. Now this is a ground. Usually the ground is normally always stripped, or it looks like, just a minute. Sorry about this. Sorry about that, but this is what it looks like. But it has a black, white, and the ground does look like this sometimes. It has a green wire with the insulation over. So it's the same thing. Same thing is the strip wire or green wire. So You hook them up, it'd be white and white and black and black. Or a lot of times you'll notice it had 3 in it, because like just say you wanted to repair this extension cord. You can tell by this, usually it's 3 holes. The 2 up top, and that bottom one is usually the ground wire, which is this one or this or the green one. Or the green one that I showed you. Okay? So remember, if it's 3 holes, it's 3 wires in here. If it's 2 holes, if you see 2 holes and you don't see this bottom piece, and it looks like this, then it's just 2 wires in it. That may don't have a ground in it. Okay. Like a light socket, you know. Just say you want to hook your light socket up, you know, it's the same way. You just put it on the black and the white, and it doesn't have a ground, so, you know. So this is how we do it. So after you strip it, the wires usually have something on each side to you can identify which side goes to what. You can't just put any wire on any side, because if you mess up, you know, you can blow the fuse or it won't look pretty. So, or get electrocuted. So what you do is, a lot of times they have some kind of marking on each side of the wire. Let's say this one. This one has the white line on it. See? Side down got a white line, white and black, and this one's all black. Okay. And this has the same thing, see? It has the black side, and then there's one with the white stripe. That's the one with the white stripe. This is the black side. The black one with nothing on it. So all you do, you find the same one, you put the black on black, make sure that it's tip to tip. See that? It's tip to tip, and kind of like twirl it a little bit. Bring them together a little bit. Okay, so as far as these wires, this type of wire, using it for like 120, and try to find some yellow wire nuts. Cause if you use something small like this, or you know, something like that, and you got too much power going through, they'll melt. So because there's too much current going through them, they can't hold it. So usually this size, like a you know, your cell phone or your TV, or try to use the yellow wire nuts. So what you do is just put them together, twirl them together, and you put this wire nut on it, and you press down on it and turn it until it's tight. Not real tight, you know. Then when you finish, just pull on it. See, if you pull on it, it shouldn't come off. So all you do is the same thing to the other side, like this. You put them together, twirl them a little bit, and you put a wire on a push and turn. And after it's tight a little bit, you just pull on to make sure it don't come out. See? Then it's just as good as new. And if you have some black tape, you can kind of like wrap it, you know, lay it down and just wrap it with black tape. I mean, you don't have to if you don't have it, but if you do have it or can get some, just wrap it with black tape so that it'll help keep the wire nuts on. Again, these are wire cutters or strippers. Same way with speaker wire. Just trying to show you something like this one. How you can see this one has, this one you can split by your hand, but see how that one has a black line on it, and this one's all bare. So if you had to put wire to wire on this one, you would line it up with the one that's all bare and the one with the one line on it. Same as the one in the wall. You do all whites and all blacks and the ground. And forget, different plugs look different. Don't get spooked out because it looks like this. Just some extra stuff, for the switch on it, but it does the same thing. The wires are the same thing. So just the other end. See, these are the wires, same thing. So if you was to hook this up to this, it still be the same thing. White on white, black on black, and ground on ground. If you was to hook it up to this, if you wanted to use this switch, and just say you wanted to put it on here, it's two wires. Even though a lot of times, you should have ground, but if you don't have ground, you just cut it off or snip it off and use and see how this one has the white line on it and the black. You put this one on the white, and then the all plain black one on that side, and you just hook it up the same way, same thing like this. So after you do that, it works just as new. Just as new. It does the same thing. It still is going to work. It's just split them, tie wrap them, just make sure they tight. And that's all I have for you today. I want to thank y'all for watching. Please subscribe. And somebody, my man Tony, asked me to do this video. So if you all have any small repairs that you would like for me to do, just leave them in a comment, and if I can do it, I'll make a video. If I can't, most likely I'll probably do it. If it's something, it could be, how you need to replace your water heater, how to replace a switch, how to replace a door, whatever it is. Just ask, and I can just say yes or no and make a video of it. I want to thank y'all for watching. Please subscribe. Thanks.